guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much guys for support. You've been so loyal. My channel has grown massively for the last 1 month. I'm so happy guys. If you're a new subscriber, you're welcome. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're a returning subscriber, you're welcome back. We love you here. So guys, so today I'm out and about in the park. It's a beautiful day. In Australia now it's winter, but we often have these sunny days in the winter. It's so beautiful out here. We've come out for a walk. Then I decided, why not? Let me do this short video. So guys, in this video I'm going to talk about my few struggles here and there when I was very new in Australia, and specifically it's just something to laugh about actually, because when I remember how I took time to fit in, to know the roads, I used to get lost so much. I always laugh. So guys, stay tuned until the end because you're going to laugh with me. So let me just give you a short story. So when I was very new, normally here in Australia, the streets look the same. I'm telling you, if you're new in Australia and you go from one street and then you go to the next one, you will not know where you are. So I had started my placements, which is attachments. I went to this hospital and I was using a train. So I parked my car in the train station. So when I went for my placement, it was an 8-hour placement period. So when I finished my placement, I went back used the train. Then I went to look for my car. Let me tell you guys, I looked for my car for nearly 2 hours. Actually, it was more than 2 hours. I looked for my car. I couldn't find it. And I was like, oh my God, someone has stolen my car. But anyway, my car was a bit old. So I was like, who would steal my old car? Seriously, it was my first car. I loved my car because it was so convenient, but still it was old. So I was looking for my car and I couldn't get it. But this is what I came to realize. So the streets look the same. Back from the city, where I had gone for my placement, the train was, I alighted from the east side. So I actually forgot that I parked my car on the west side. So when I alighted on this side, I thought my car is on that side, the east side. So I was looking for my car in the streets. And then I got this car that looked exactly like my car. My car was a red sedan Hyundai. And I found this car that looked exactly like my car. But this car was not old. And this car was, mine had these scratches and tattoos. It looked like a tattooed car, you can imagine, because it had so many scratches. And so I found this car, it looked like mine, but the number plate was different. And this one looked a bit new. So I was just walking up and down, and in the neighborhood, people tend to watch. If you walk so many times around the neighborhood, people get suspicious. So people were suspicious, and they were like, this black lady, she's walking up and down in the streets, what's wrong with her? So this guy comes out from his compound and he's like, young lady, are you all right? I'm like, no, I'm not all right. I've lost my car. I think someone has stolen my car. And he's like, your car? Where did you park it? I'm like, I think I parked it here. I can't remember where I parked my car. So anyway, he told me, where do you live? I said, I gave him my address. Well, I gave him my suburb name. He said, probably you parked on the other side of the road. Have you checked on the other side of the road? I said, no, I haven't checked. So he told me, okay, just go check on the other side of the road. And guys, guess what? Walking few meters on the other side of the road, I found my car. God, when am I going to catch up? When am I going to understand the streets in Australia? So anyway guys, that's a laughing story. That's a very funny story for me. Every time I remember that story, I laugh. And when I'm telling it to people, they laugh always. Another story guys, So the same with the train. So the train in Australia, there's no a tout. You know, the conductor, there's no tout in the train. So there's only the driver. And so you just stop at the train station and the train will stop automatically. But no one will open the door for you. So there's a button at the door of the train. So you just press and the door opens. So when I was very new in Australia, I didn't know that. Nobody told me that I needed to press that button. So the train came and I was waiting there and I'm waiting for the tout to open the door for me, and there was no one. And guess what, guys? The train left me there standing. And I was like, oh my God, this guy, why would he leave me? I made a call to a friend of mine and she was like, lady, you needed to press that button. So I waited for the next train. When it came, I pressed the button and I felt, yay! I was so happy. The same thing with the bus. So if a bus, you wait for the bus at the bus stop. So when the bus comes, you're supposed to hail for the bus. The same happens in my country, but I didn't think I'm supposed to hail for the bus. I thought it should stop automatically like the train. So I'm just waiting at the bus stop and then this bus comes and it just leaves me and the bus driver didn't stop. I was like, why would he leave me? I'm running late for my class. Why would he leave me? But then later I came to understand that I'm supposed to hail for the bus and the bus will stop. Another thing that was so funny and I found it so amusing, I had joined school. I was not very familiar with the school portal because where I schooled in Kenya, we didn't have these online portals to submit our assignments. We used to do more of the pen and paper. So when I came to Australia, there's this portal in my school where you submit your assignments, you'd go and check you pay your school fees and all that kind of stuff. There's this one time I was late to submit my assignment because, well, maybe I was a bit behind everything, so I didn't know how to submit my assignments. So I've done my assignments and then few days later, okay, a day or two later, I just realized that my portal has turned red. And then checking, it says your assignments are overdue. And someone had told me if I don't submit my assignments on time, guys, guess what? I would fail. I was not ready to fail. That was the last thing I was thinking about. I never wanted to fail in my uni. Immediately I started panicking. That's what I wrote my school coordinator the email in capital letters. And this was because I was panicking. But still, I didn't think that writing in capital letter was a problem. She emails me back and she says, hey, stop there. Why are you shouting at me? So that is the email. I'm imagining that is how she would say it. So I'm like, why is she saying I'm shouting? I'm not even there. How did I shout? So I'm asking myself. Then I asked someone, why did she say I'm shouting? And then I was told, if you write in capital letter, it means you're shouting. So I was like, oh, I'm very sorry. I wrote an email in small letters and very nice email. I said, I'm very sorry. I didn't know. And this was my problem. How could you help me? And anyway, it was resolved. But guys, I was shocked. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening to my stories. If you've not subscribed, guys, subscribe. If you want me to do more topics, guys, leave a comment. Let me know what else you want me to do. Ask me questions. Let us interact. Give me your stories as well. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.